Well, hi there folks, it's Matt Haston here looking at this week's property market. Well, this week normal transmission has resumed as kids have returned to school following a pretty lengthy holiday period, and there's also no further public holidays in sight. So if you're a seller, you now have a very clear pathway to bring your home onto the market and have a campaign without distraction. Plenty going down in the economy though, as we've all heard and read this week. Inflation is easing back, which is good news, down from 7.8% to 7%. However, there's still many areas where people are feeling the pinch, including soaring rents and energy costs, plus things like fuel, food, and travel costs are remaining stubbornly high. Now, the chief economist over at JP Morgan, Ben Jarman, he does believe the cash rate will be lifted one more time when the RBA do meet next week in May. But as we all know, the RBA really did consider lifting the cash rate for the 11th consecutive time when they met in April. But most market commentators and financial pundits do believe now that inflation has peaked. And with this easing back in inflation in the latest metric, they do believe this has paved the way for the RBA now to pause lifting the cash rate next week and just assess what's unfolding in the economy. Now, we do know that the futures market and bond markets are factoring just a 9% chance of the cash rate being increased next week. So we'll see what unfolds there. Also this week, we know there are some certain things in life, including death and taxes, but I'm going to add another thing to that, and that is banks getting property price predictions wrong. It's absolutely comical how these things are still being referenced in the media, but let's get into it. According to CoreLogic data, Sydney property values increased by 1.3% in the March quarter, and they're also on track to increase by another 1.3% in April. Now, that's caused the ANZ to backflip on their property price predictions. They were suggesting that property values in Sydney would fall by 8% in 2023. They're now suggesting property values are actually going to increase by 2% this year. That's a 125% differential. They've also gone out on a limb and suggested that property values will increase by another 2% in 2024, but they're not alone. Westpac's also come out and suggested that Australia's housing correction is largely over. Now, that's a bold prediction. They were suggesting that property values would fall by 7% this year. They're now suggesting property values will flatline, but they will increase by 5% in 2024. So pretty startling stuff there from those two banks. And then finally this week, we're very proud to be bringing to market this stunning home at 20 Wharf Road in Birchgrove. This is a marquee street for the area. This is a wonderful Walter Barter architect design home. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, double car garaging, stunning north facing views, a pool. It's been beautifully crafted throughout. It is set for auction on May 20 with a guide at $8 million. And for further information, you can contact Mark Boas. So folks, that's what's going down in and around the property market this week. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you all next week.